The high-stakes meeting comes after years of a dozen cases of high-level corruption. 7 Action News reporter Jim Kirchner has been covering it all from the very beginning.
Coming into this meeting, UAW leaders were still cleaning up corruption, and some union leaders say those leaders just don't get it.
I find it insulting to keep hearing that it's a few bad apples. No, it's not. There's a cancer in the leadership. And I'm not a fan of oversight from the federal government, but what else do we have left here?
Just yesterday, the UAW reported that former union president Dennis Williams reimbursed the union $55,000 for inappropriate travel expenses. And a house built for him by the union up north is now being sold, more than $1 million. Williams retired 2 years ago. He's been implicated by the feds but not charged. Earlier this month, the immediate past president, Gary Jones, pleaded guilty to racketeering, fraud, and embezzlement of more than $1 million. He resigned last year after the union started the process to oust him. The union has taken no similar action on Williams.
How is Dennis Williams still a member in good standing of the UAW?
He calls all of this posturing. He's in the UAW local union in Long Island, New York. The UAW has more than 400,000 active members, well beyond the big three Detroit car makers.
My local represents automotive dealership technicians. As you can see, I'm at work right now. We had 45,000 COVID cases. We've handled everything thrown at us.
The U.S. Attorney said going into today, the union needed to change to one member, one vote to have direct elections of its top officers.
We send all of our dues money to Detroit for what?
As you can see, this was on the turf of the feds, the UAW coming and going without commenting on camera. The same for the U.S. Attorney. They put out a joint statement saying this was a productive first meeting. They talked about direct elections of UAW leaders and a third-party oversight monitor. U.S. Attorney saying in his statement he looks forward to a mutually agreeable resolution, but there are still more meetings to be had. In downtown, Jim Kirchner, 7 Action News.
And we'll see what happens moving forward, Jim. Thank you. Well,